Joining us now is one of over 330 charities and nonprofits supported on the Shared Detroit platform. Jacki Wolverton is the Executive Director of the Coddiewomple Fund and joins us now on the program. Jacki, thanks for being with us.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great today. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks.
Yeah, good to have you on with us. So first off, tell us more about the background of the Coddiewomple Fund and the programs and services that you provide in our local area.
For sure. So the Coddiewomple Fund really came to be through my own mental health struggles. I struggled to afford therapy, whether that looked like when I was a broke college student, as well as in my career having full insurance with out-of-pocket cost $7,500 for my family, a burden that for many years was just one that I couldn't take on. Um, Through the years, I had mental health struggles from my past as well as becoming a mom. And through that, had to seek care because I was really struggling. Um, and in doing so, therapy for me really changed my life. And I recognized the benefits of it. While I spoke to families and friends, I realized that cost was a significant reason why many were not seeking care, as well as it wasn't just in my little group, but 42% of US adults don't seek care due to cost. So it was really with this that my own struggles, seeing the effects of therapy, as well as recognizing that cost was a huge hurdle for many, that the idea of Coddiewomple really came to fruition as a way to provide financial assistance for mental health therapy in a way that other nonprofits weren't really addressing, whether that was assisting with out-of-pocket cost, co-pays, hitting deductibles, and really focusing on a group of people that may not have access to resources. So I started the Coddiewomple Fund actually last year, January 2022.
And so how do people typically get in contact with your organization to tap into some of these funds and receive this financial assistance? Because as much as the industry, the healthcare industry, has made strides recently in having this either be partially or fully covered in insurance programs, it's still a pretty common need for financial assistance just to be able to afford some of these mental health services that can be huge difference makers in people's lives. So typically, how are those financial assistances that you're providing getting to these individuals and families?
So basically, our process is that we will open applications on our website. So we recognize basically that financial assistance can come in two different ways. Individually, people can apply as an individual, whether maybe they don't have a therapist as of yet, or they have an established therapist where they can apply, whether it's looking for assistance with copays or deductibles or full coverage. And that really is to address the nuances of there are a lot of healthcare insurances that don't cover um, mental health at all, as well as finding a therapist that you connect with may not take your insurance. And so that was really the idea of addressing the individual side, that we can really meet people where they are. And whether they're already in established care, that we can just kind of supplement. And then the other side of it is that we have applications open for clinics. And so that obviously will hit a wider group of people, where clinics already have established patients, but they are facing their patients not making appointments because they can't hit the cost. And so we're really trying to hit both individuals and then our further reach of clinics that already have established patients that need additional assistance.
You can help the Coddiewomple Fund as well as get in contact with them about financial assistance for mental health services and therapies by visiting coddiewompleFund.org or sharedetroit.org and searching for the Coddiewomple Fund, where you'll find more information. And you mentioned this has only been really an organization that's existed for a little bit over a year at this point, Jacki. How many people so far have you been able to make an impact on through this organization, through these assistances, because we know there's a mass of people that are seeking mental health
Right.
services.
Yes. So actually, we're super excited that our first round of giving is going to be open up in just the next month or so, for the application. So we are officially launching that assistance program here shortly.
More information, again, can be found on CoddiewumpleFund.org or SheriffDetroit.org. Mark that down because, as Jacki said, this is the application period is set to begin very soon, and so this is going to be quite impactful. And I would expect a lot of people are going to be applying for this funding as they seek mental health services. I gotta ask, and this is the burning question: what's with the name? How'd that name come up?
Well, I wanted something catchy. I wanted
Yeah.
something that was not just like mental health resources. And so really it was just a deep dive on Pinterest with my husband of finding something that fit. So Coddiewomple is actually an English slang word. It means to travel purposefully to a destination that's yet unknown. And that was really my interpretation of therapy. The destination may be feel less depressed or be less anxious, to just feel better. And the purposeful steps you take are going to therapy every week, as well as Coddiewomple is just like a really fun word to say.
It definitely catches the eye. Definitely makes you want to learn more about the organization, and you can do that at CoddiewumpleFund.org, as well as by going on ShareDetroit.org and searching for the Coddiewomple Fund, CODDIEWOMPLE Fund, for more information. In terms of how people in the community can help, what are some ways that either individuals, families, or even mental health professionals can really help with this cause going forward as people will be seeking these funds very soon?
Yeah, so I would say for the mental health professionals, obviously, one of the issues in the mental health space is that it is hard to find a therapist that has openings, takes your insurance. So we are actively trying to create a resource center. So if you're a mental health professional that knows that either willing to offer your services pro bono, or that you just know that you have openings, please reach out, and we would love to be the bridge for individuals and healthcare professionals to find one another. As to individuals and families, we have a lot of different things in the works. We have a volunteer day scheduled for April 23rd at the Ann Arbor District Library, where we will be assembling journals, um, and that those will be used or donated. I'm sorry, donated across school campuses, because we recognize that students right now are really struggling, and having additional tools are really what is needed. And then also we have our annual fundraiser that will be in August, and then we are going to be at the Detroit Tigers and have a mental health day at the ballpark, where ticket sales will be used. The funds for the ticket sales will be used to donate to the Coddiewomple Fund, and all that information can be found on our website or on our social media.
The Coddiewumple Fund can be found at CoddiewumpleFund.org for more information, as well as ways that you can contribute to the organization and help their mission each and every day. You can also send them an email at thecoddiewumplefund@gmail.com or call them 248-912-8327. All that information is listed on their website at CoddiewumpleFund.org. Jacki, just another minute with you before we'll need to wrap things up today, about 45 seconds left. Anything else that we haven't mentioned that would be important to keep in consideration at this time?
Basically, I just want to echo of the mental health sentiment. For those that are struggling, just want to say that you're not alone. There are people that care, that understand what you're going through, and that there are people waiting to help. And then I guess for the people that may not be in the throes of it and they're looking for um, something to find agency, one is just to really have those open conversations, and let's work towards making mental health a little less taboo. And I really believe collectively as a community, and bigger than that, as humanity, that we can really drive change, to make mental health a topic, a conversation that people are comfortable having, as well as that we can drive change to make mental health therapy affordable and accessible.
CoddiewumpleFund.org is their website, or ShareDetroit.org to learn more about them and 300 and 30 plus other organizations in our local area. Jacki, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.